Okay, so we've been working with lines. Last week we did slope-intercept, y equals mx plus b. Today we are doing point-slope form. I actually think point-slope form is the best for writing an equation of a line. And here is point-slope form. Y minus y1 equals the slope times x minus x1. This is your y-coordinate, your slope, your x-coordinate. Everything else stays exactly the same whenever you're writing the equation of a line. So, for example, in problem number 1, writing an equation in point-slope form, I'm going to have y minus equals x minus, and I fill in the blanks. I fill in the blanks with my x and y coordinate and my slope. So what goes here? The y coordinate, 6. What goes here? The slope, -5. And what goes here at the end? The x coordinate, -3. Now, if you want to make it look nice, and you should, y minus 6 equals -5 times x plus 3. Change your double negative to a positive, make it look pretty. Problem 2, graphing using the point-slope form. Well, you need to identify the parts that you're going to graph. You need to identify your slope. So my slope is 2/3. And then I have to identify my x, y coordinate that I'm going to be starting from. And it's x minus the x coordinate. So that 2 is my x coordinate, y minus 1. That's my y coordinate. Slope, x1, y1. Slope is 2/3. X coordinate's 2. Y coordinate is 1. I've identified my parts so I can graph the line. So what I do is I go find the coordinate 2, 1. Over 2, up 1. There's my starting point. From there, I do my slope. And remember, slope is rise over run. Now, what I do is I always do my run first and always do my run in the positive direction. So I go 3 3 points over from here. So I go over 1, 2, 3. And then my rise is 2 and it's positive slope. So I go up 2. There's my second point. I have 2 points. And my line goes through those 2 points. Easy peasy. Example problem number 3, using 2 points to write an equation. What is the equation that represents the line in the graph? So, I have 2 points. I have 1, 4, and I have -2, -3. In order to write the equation of the line, what do I need? I need a point and a slope. I have 2 points. I can use either one. I need to find my slope. So to find the slope, remember the slope formula. Slope equals change in y minus change in x. So I'm going to use the second one first. -3 minus 4 over -2 minus 1. Y minus y over x minus x. That gives me -7 over -3, which is 7/3. The two negatives cancel each other. That's my slope. And now I want to write my equation, so I use the point-slope formula. And remember, it's y minus the y coordinate equals your slope times x minus your x coordinate, and it does not matter which x and y coordinate I use, as long as I use the same one in the equation. My slope is my slope is positive 7/3, and then I pick a coordinate and plug it in. If at all possible, use positive ones. So I'm going to use the first point, 1, 4. 1 is my x coordinate, 4 is my y coordinate. There is my answer. Now, an alternate answer that is perfectly valid as well, y minus equals your slope times x minus. And you use the other xy coordinate. The slope is still 7/3. But my xy coordinate, instead of being 1, 4, I'm going to use -2, -3. So it's x minus -2, y minus -3. Clean it up a little bit. Y plus 3 equals 7/3 times x plus 2. And this is also a valid answer. And they may not look the same, they are equivalent. If I were to try to solve it, put it in an x plus b form, I would get the same equation from either one of those. You do not have to give me both answers, but either one of those will work.